Okay, back. I found my camera here. I don't know if that's these guys. Right around. Oh, what's this something? Oh, I found them. Sweet. Alright, give this guy. Hello, Maros. I found something.
What now? My binoculars. Thank you. Borrowed them from Fleet earlier tonight. He's up in the crow's nest. Hope he has another pair with him.
Okay.
Oh, guess I left them somewhere.
Alright.
Thanks again. Well, I suppose it's all right.
Okay.
Just don't touch. Good night.
I'm gonna turn the ship a bit. I'm altering history. I'm gonna south. Yeah. I'm moving the ship so I can alter history.
I think you've seen enough.
Okay.
Seaman, check course. Now I remember why passengers aren't allowed on the bridge.
I made you go more south.
The drop. It worked as you said. I have it. The Rubaiyat's mine.
I hope you appreciate it.
More so the profit it brings.
What will you do with it?
There's an American tycoon who collects rare manuscripts. He'll pay a fortune and ask no questions.
Okay.
But there's just one problem, Colonel.
Which is?
There's a third party on board. An agent working against you. Against us.
How do you know?
My servant who retrieved the Rubaiyat encountered them.
We should take precautions.
What about the painting? Did your associate bring it up from the cargo hold?
No, I don't have it.
No? But I put it there myself.
Sasha, I've discovered a traitor. Don't look so startled. It is not you.
You mean Hadelitz, your associate?
No longer my associate, I am afraid. Willie was an intellectual. And intellectuals aren't smart enough for espionage. Now, I must recover the painting and its plans. I fear this third party may already have possession of it.
And Hadelitz?
Thank you for asking. Willie will bring no further harm to the fatherland, I assure you. Let us plan.
Sending telegrams for the purser? What about the painting?
I might try to decode one of these things. No, maybe not. don't know how to send that Morse code. What? Now I got it. Calling code 8735. Transmit. Okay. Okay. So that must be the frequency, 8753. Got it. 7, 5, 3. One. Let's go to the purser's office now. I think that's in C deck. Or no, maybe A deck. There it is. Nothing's back to you anymore.
Yes, can I help you? You sent it? Marvelous. I was afraid you'd forgotten. Mr. Thayer'll be most grateful. And let them think the purser's not doing his job. I am the purser, and as purser, I am the one who looks after the passengers. Mr. Thayer is vice president of the Pennsylvania Railroad, and it is I who shall inform the Thayers that their train will be waiting. So, if you'll excuse me.
Interesting.
Does the purser have some keys that can get you into the cargo hold?
Okay. Purser's office, the Braken's back. Sure.
Yes, can I help you? Away, go away, I'm too... Mr. Isidore Strauss, he's lost a cufflink, and he's so particular. How should I know? There's more than enough passengers on this ship to keep me hopping. Old Mr. Strauss could make things very difficult. Yes, very difficult. Thank you. It is a gold coupling. Mr. Strauss will be very grateful. Yes, can I help you? That's all then, is it? Good night.
Gold coupling. I don't know, maybe it might be on the lifeboat deck.
I think you've seen enough. Seaman, check course. Now I remember why passengers aren't allowed on the bridge.
What the heck?
Sorry, this section's off limits.
Why?
Passengers aren't allowed on the bridge.
Hey Bart.
Try asking Officer Morrow for a tour. His mood's lifted since he found his binocs. Off with you now.
Okay. What this? What? No.
What now? We'll be in the ice soon, and we're still full ahead. It's reckless. With no moon, the watch can't see icebergs. And with no breeze, you can't see the ripples at the berg's base. About 22 knots. That's too fast this close to ice, if you ask me. puffery to sell newspapers. The Titanic's a ship, and ships can sink. But there's no ticket sold in pointing that out, is there? You know how the company makes its money? On rich Americans and the steerage trade. That fourth funnel, the one nearest the stern, it's fake. And you know why it's there? To assure the immigrant Irish and piss-poor Swedes the ship's safer for having 4 funnels instead of 3. A marketer's trick. I am. And thanks for finding my binoculars. Too quiet. Instead of gabbing with passengers. Good night. What now? Suit yourself. They just went to get coffee. We'll be in the ice soon, and we're still full ahead. It's reckless. With no moon, the watch can't see icebergs. And with no breeze, you can't see the ripples at the berg's base. The wireless has been tied up for hours. Who knows? Puffery to sell newspapers. The Titanic's a ship, and ships can sink. But there's no ticket sold in pointing that out, is there? You know how the company makes its money? On rich Americans and the steerage trade. That fourth funnel, the one nearest the stern, it's fake. And you know why it's there? To assure the immigrant Irish and piss-poor Swedes the ship's safer for having 4 funnels instead of 3. A marketer's trick. I am. And thanks for finding my binoculars. Too quiet. It's Annie. With Matthew so sick, I worry about my wife. Riviera? The Frenchman? You're joking. Man should be pitched overboard. The crew's scared to death of him. Say he can predict the future. An asset if you're a professional gambler. And Riviera's one of the best. Worked the North Atlantic run for years. Card shops usually use an alias, but not him. He's got the devil's luck. Good night. I think you've seen enough.
Why?
Seaman, check course. Now I remember why passengers aren't allowed on the bridge.
Well, I was changing the course to save you guys. Stupid guy. What an idiot. Where that gold thing up. I guess I'll see Doc Purser's office and I'll ask him what that room is.
Yes, can I help you? I can check valuables, store cargo, list passengers, etc. Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. The Burnses? Cabin C78. Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. Mr. Barbican, try cabin A14. Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. His Lordship's in cabin B70. Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. I'd ask his sister, Miss Hack. She is in 3rd class, cabin F59. Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. The Gorse Joneses, cabin A19. I live to serve. Find Mr. Strauss's cufflink. We mustn't disappoint the owner of Mace. Keep searching. Perhaps, as purser, I'm in charge of the Titanic's passengers. Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. Her ladyship's in cabin B70. I live to serve. Very good then. Good night.
Bye.
Enter.
Hello, can I have that?
I wasn't sure you'd come. Andrew Conkling? He's loaned money to Charles. A lot of it, I think. First, I want to know how you fared these last years. Rather well from the looks of you. I'm glad to see you. You're the only person I can trust. Please promise me you'll help. You always were there when I needed you. Now, with my life a horrible mess. When Charles discovered my affair with Sasha, he was quite calm. But I know him, you see. His revenge is taking the necklace, leaving me with nothing. And so I'd never trust him again. Don't you see? They're looking for guns, for bombs. Sasha's friends. His gallery was their London base. They were rough men, foreign. Sasha told me they were part of a Balkan aid society. Stupid girl that I was, I believed him. But then I found out. These people, they... Charles!
Please, Georgia, continue. Was it my title or my income you found so desirable? I was never sure. Now that both assets are depleted, why don't you go to Sasha? Maybe he can help, as he's done before.
Ignore him. I see the smoking room's had its usual effect.
Idle gossip, apparently.
You see his attitude? Please, go.
Since she obviously can't depend on me. Here, take the chill out of the air. Thank you for seeing after my wife. Now I think it best you leave the happy couple, drowning in their happiness. Good night.
Remember, I need your help.
Okay, I got the 8 items. Oops.
Yes, can I help you? I can check valuables, store cargo, list passengers, etc. Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. Mr. Astor, he's not to be disturbed.
Why?
Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. Mr. Barbicombe, try cabin A14. I live to serve. Glad to be of good night.
Have you seen Georgia? Don't care for me much, do you? There's much you don't know. Let's discuss it over a drink. Shall we, then? God, much better. Bartender, a whiskey and soda. Yes, much better indeed. Now, Georgia, afraid of me? Well, that would be a reaction at least. We no longer evoke emotion in each other. We're husband and wife in name only. You may have heard I am in financial strait. I've borrowed money from Andrew Conkling, money that he is now demanding I pay back. I've none to give. Poverty should remain the domain of the virtuous. I've no taste for it. I tell you. No, I shall fix things first. And without Georgia. Another drink, another whiskey for, hope you don't mind if I do. Now, you, want to know some secrets. Thank you, bartender. I'll tell you one. George's diamond necklace. It's a fake. The one on her neck, leastways. I gave the real necklace to Sasha. It's in his cabin for safekeeping. When he gets to New York, he'll sell it, quickly and quietly, for 20% commission. I'll pay off my debts to Conkling, put Georgia away, sail back to England free and clear. Because I threatened to tell Scotland Yard about his Serbian Aid Society, and because Sasha's a greedy bastard, he'd betray his love for 20%. And Georgia thinks she's outsmarted. No, she's got a fake about her neck and doesn't know. Another? Good night, then. You'll sleep well. The whiskey and the sea are both smooth for a change.
The lounge is closed for the night. We'd open it again only in an emergency, which we are not experiencing at the moment. Good night.
You'll have to go back up. You're not allowed that. They tell me first-class passengers, the Carters come down here. They've a motor car in the hold. I haven't seen them, but if anyone shows me those car keys, I'm told to let them pass. Sorry, passengers aren't allowed.
Hunting for a cufflink for the purse. Glory be. What about your mission? Hunting for a cufflink.
We'll meet later. Good night. We'll talk. I'm sorry. My brother's not here, and good night.
As head of White Star, I say Bruce Ismay should get a medal. I was at his table this afternoon. Food exquisite. It's Mrs. Candy. Helen. My dear, I simply must run. Lovely chatting with you. Goodbye.
What?
It's you. I just developed some new photos. Wait till you see this.
Eric, who's at the door?
There they are, the steel tycoon Conkling with Lord Lambeth discussing business.
Eric!
I've got to go. Goodbye. I can't talk. Newlyweds and all. Not tonight. Not now.
Well, I gotta see that.
Yes, can I help you? Find Mr. Strauss's cufflink. We mustn't disappoint the owner of Mace. Keep searching. Perhaps. As purser, I'm in charge.
I gotta find out where this guy is.
Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. Mr. Seidelman is in cabin A10. I live to serve. Very good then. Good night. Yes, can I help you? Find Mr. Strauss's cufflink. We mustn't disappoint the owner of Mace. Keep searching. I can check valuables, store cargo, list pat. Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. Mr. and Mrs. Strauss, I certainly couldn't give such information out to someone like you. Have you a name? If you do, I can tell you their cabin number. Mrs. Limehouse and her daughter Clarice are in cabin D19. I live to serve. Glad to be of service. Good night.
Hello there, you again. You'll never guess who I saw earlier. The man himself, Isidore Strauss, the owner of Macy's department store, standing right over there. Haymakers is a fine shop, but Macy's, man, that's the big... But just as I was readying myself to make an introduction, he leave. You seen him? At the foot of the stairs, with his... Let me know if you see him, will you?
I had advised you against it. Young people, they listen to no one nowadays. May I help you in your search? I am looking for something. A misplaced notebook. Ah, such a big ship. You have not seen this notebook? Yes, but staying out so late at night, you must have some curiosity. Curiosity. In English, it kills the cat, yes? But it can also kill larger things. Stay away from German business. Germany wants land, industries, and material, and we will fight to get it. Britain and America will try to stop this, but we will know your plans. And if there's war, Germany will win. But enough politics. This has been such a civilized voyage so far. Let us meet tomorrow in the cafe, yes? The band? They play Strauss so well. Until then, auf Wiedersehen.
Haven't seen Mr. Strauss, have you? At the foot of the stairs, with his... Let me know if you see him, will you?
Okay, found that guy's thing. Now let's go to the purser's office.
Yes, can I help you? Wonderful. Mr. Strauss will be quite pleased that I've found his cufflink. I shall deliver it at once. I'm just sure his gratitude will be reflected most generously.
Does the purser have some keys that can get you into the cargo hold? Cargo stored somewhere beneath the forecastle deck. And hurry! I've evidence Zeitel's after the painting as well. Does the purser have some keys that...
Okay. It's in the cargo hold.
Nobody's allowed to... You've got the keys. You're a carter. Of course you can enter. Right this way. Come to visit your new automobile, have you? Can't say I blame you. She's a beauty. Gleaming like a new pen. Right this way. Mind your head, it's dark in there. You'll find your way from here.
Thanks. Oh, look at this nice car! Look at this car! Uh-oh, someone took it. What?
don't blame you for seeing after your automobile. Man's got to protect his investment. You're the second passenger tonight who wanted to get in here. A young German gentleman. He came here not long before you. Only he weren't looking at no motor car. He wanted to get a painting. Got it too. Carted it off. Blooming art lovers. Well, good night. It's a right honour to help one of the carters.
Did you get the painting? Blast. Someone got there before you. If only you'd been faster. That snooty steward, Smethels, was looking for you. Find him and kick him smartly in the shins. Here's a message for you.
Still wondering? This ship holds a strange fascination for you. Most peculiar. I have a message from a young German gentleman by the name of Haderlitz. He would like to meet you in the squash court. They've opened it for him. Highly irregular, I must say, especially for fencing. Surely he is. The percentage of passengers demanding the courts late on a Sunday night is small. Minuscule, actually. Yes, apparently he does not favor racket sports. If memory serves me, there is an entrance to the squash courts on D deck. Meanwhile, I shall inform the young German gentleman that you will meet him presently.
Hadelitz's gal, Clarice Limehouse? She must have a cabin on D deck, near reception. And could I receive her in a New York minute? Willie's girl's got some class to her. Main line all the way. Somewhere's on D deck. Willie came by here early. Good night.
The men on board the Titanic. So extravagant, don't you think? And so handsome. A German boy. He gave me this rose. I'm Clarice Limehouse. Everyone's gone to bed early tonight. Is it because it's so cold? Oh, it's late. I should go. The Conkling Suite. It's B59. Bye. I must go. Bye.
Thank you for coming. I do not meet so many people on the Titanic. It is a pity. I like the English. I wish I knew more of them. Now you have the opportunity of fencing with me. 3-time champion of my university. You are also an excellent athlete, yes? Colonel Seidel believes it so. The Colonel is very seldom confused about anything. You will play. If you win, perhaps, I relate to you some stories. En garde. Allez. Touchez.
Crap.
Allons-y. Sehr gut. Allez. Ah. Allez.
Yes. Yes. Crazy German.
Allons-y. Et là.
Oh.
Allez. Ah, verdammt.
Oh, God damn it.
Allez. Et là.
Oh, come on.
Allons-y. Et là.
Oh, shit.
Allez. Et là.
Oh.
You are the loser. How unfortunate. The Titanic, how quickly she is moving. The engines are loud here. We are nearing the Grand Banks. The Vikings thought this part of the North Atlantic cursed. Even modern sailors call it the Devil's Hole, a place of deadly surprise. Things aren't always what they seem, yes? Like me, for example. I am German, but I am also a friend to others. Perhaps even the English. Another match? Afterwards, we can tell more tales. Another match? En garde. Allons-y. Ah, verdammt. Allez. Touchez.
Shit.
Allons-y. Sehr gut. Allons-y. Et là.
Oh, come on, you cheater.
Allons-y. Sehr gut.
Feels good.
Allons-y. Touchez.
Oh, come on.
Allons-y. Et là. Allons-y. Et là. You are the loser. How unfortunate. Why do you assume he is interested in paintings? Loyal ones. You do? Remember, only one thing is certain, and the rest is lies. It is a quote from an old book I had the recent opportunity to read. But I tell you more. I am associate professor at the University of Vienna. I document the mythos, the legends of mankind. I'm on my way to New Mexico to study the Yoni Indians under Dr. van der Plaers. I am interested in what Dr. Freud calls the unconscious mind, what happens below the surface of experience. Tell me, what frightens you more, fire or ice? The ancient Aryans believed man would see 4 ages. According to them, this is now the Wolf Age, an age that ends with ice. Perhaps we of science might learn from it. They say the ice is heavy in the Labrador Current this year. If the fire comes, my friends will favor the English over Germany. Another match? En garde. Allez. Sehr gut. Allez. Ah. Allez. Et là. Allons-y. Et là.
What?
Allons-y. Ah, verdammt. Allez. Allez. Sehr gut. You fence well. You are a great athlete. Very good. You have proven yourself. And I must confide in Colonel Zeitler suspects I value my friends more than Germany. He's right. Another match? En garde. Allez. Ah, verdammt. Allez. Et là.
Oh, come on.
Allons-y. Et là. Allez. Touchez. Allez. Sehr gut. Allez. Allons. Ah, verdammt. Allons. You are a great athlete. Take this in friendship. May it bring you luck. A thing I fear we shall all need. But if anything should happen to me, I trust you will know what to do. Another match? En garde. Allons. Touchez. Allez. Touchez. Allez. Ah. Allez. Sehr gut. Allons.
This is so much fun.
Allez. Allons. You fence well. Another match? En garde. Allons. Et là. Allons-y, touchez. Allez. Et là. Allons-y. Sehr gut. Allez. Touchez. Allons-y. Touchez. You are the loser. How unfortunate. Another match? En garde. Allons. Allez. Et là. Allons-y. Ah. Allez. Sehr gut. Allons-y. Touchez. Allons-y. Ah. Allez. Ah, verdammt. You fence well. You are a great athlete. Another match? Let us meet later. I will tell you more. For now, keep the ring. I bid you good night.
What did our young Mr. Hadelitz want? I'll see if I can dig something up on him. Hadelitz's ring. Maybe Trask can tell you more about it. Their partnership appears to be dissolving. Who else knows young Hadelitz? Talk to anyone who may have seen him. Finally, you're on the right trail. Follow those leads.
What now? Why, yes, that would be fine. Just don't touch anything.
Okay.
Good night.
How about I? I don't understand what they said. What? For God's sake, I copped them. Yes?
I think you've seen enough. Seaman, check course. Now I remember why passengers aren't allowed on the bridge.
I was changing your course so I could save the Titanic. bad. Well, I just want to, show you all this. Let's do that. Do that.
I say, how are you getting on?
Getting on? We use gangplanks, if I remember.
Quick as a cow, she is. Seen Guggenheim about?
Such a gentleman, extremely attentive to the...
Especially his mistress. They say he stashed her on board somewhere.
Really, Henry? Not Mr. Guggenheim?
The Titanic's not a damned rectory, you know.
But Henry...
Quite the randy old goat from what I...
My goodness, I've forgotten completely. I have a message for you. Mr. Trask in D2 said you were to meet him where honor and glory crown time. Where honor and glory crown time? What do you think he meant? Good night.
Padalitz's gal? The blonde? Clarice Limehouse. Classy. You think I got a chance with her? Yeah, well, if you see her, tell her she's wasting her time spooning with that crazy Kraut kid. Me, Max, the styling Spruce Street Sharpie. I'd take care of her like a princess. A regular princess. Tell her, would you? Good night.
Alright, I'll go look for that guy later. This is all for me for now. I'm a gamer. Signing off, please subscribe and hit the like button.